Matthew McConaughey, the charismatic Academy Award-winning actor known for his distinctive Texas drawl and laid-back persona, has taken a proactive and significant legal step in the modern era of rapidly advancing technology. He has successfully pursued trademark protection for his most famous catchphrase, "All right, all right, all right," with a clear focus on preventing its unauthorized replication and misuse by artificial intelligence systems. This move highlights the growing concerns among celebrities and public figures about how AI technologies, particularly voice synthesis and deepfake tools, can exploit personal likenesses, voices, and signature expressions without permission or compensation. The phrase itself has a storied history that dates back more than 3 decades. McConaughey first delivered the now iconic line in his breakout role as David Wooderson in the 1993 coming-of-age cult classic film Dazed and Confused, directed by Richard Linklater. In the movie, Wooderson, a laid-back older guy who hangs around high schoolers, casually utters the words while leaning against his car, encapsulating a carefree, philosophical attitude toward life. The delivery was effortless, cool, and instantly memorable, turning what could have been a throwaway line into one of the most quoted moments in cinematic history. Over the years, McConaughey has embraced the phrase, repeating it in interviews, public appearances, and even incorporating it into his personal brand. It has become synonymous with his relaxed, optimistic outlook, often accompanied by his signature grin and drawling accent. For more than 30 years, this simple 3-word expression has followed McConaughey through every phase of his career, from his early romantic comedy days in films like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and The Wedding Planner, through his critically acclaimed dramatic McConaughey period with roles in Dallas Buyers Club, True Detective, and Interstellar, and into his current status as a multifaceted entertainer, author, and pitchman. Despite the evolution of his roles and public image, the phrase has remained a constant, a nostalgic touchstone that fans instantly associate with him. Now, in an age where AI can clone voices with startling accuracy, recreate mannerisms, and generate endless variations of famous lines, McConaughey has decided to safeguard this piece of his identity. According to reports from reliable sources, the 56-year-old actor filed multiple trademark applications with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO. These applications cover not just the spoken phrase, "all right, all right, all right," but also specific audio clips and visual elements tied to it. Among the protected materials are a 7-second video clip of McConaughey standing on a porch, delivering the line in his characteristic style, and a 3-second clip of him seated in front of a Christmas tree, again saying the words with his unmistakable cadence. Additional filings include other signature audio moments such as when he says, "Just keep livin', right?" followed by a thoughtful pause and the addition of "I mean, and then what are we gonna do?" These elements collectively represent key aspects of his personal brand and vocal identity. The trademark process began earlier, with an initial application for the phrase submitted in December 2023. After a thorough review period that spanned 2 full years, the USPTO granted approval in December 2025. This timeline reflects the careful scrutiny applied to such requests, especially when they involve well-known cultural phrases. The goal is explicit: to prevent AI companies, developers, app creators, and users from freely using or generating versions of McConaughey's voice saying the phrase in commercials, deepfake videos, voiceovers, chatbots, or any other digital content without his explicit consent. In an era where generative AI tools like text-to-speech models and voice cloning software are becoming increasingly accessible and sophisticated, this protection is seen as a forward-thinking defense of personal intellectual property. McConaughey's action is part of a broader trend among high-profile individuals who are increasingly aware of the risks posed by AI. Celebrities have raised alarms about deepfakes that can damage reputations, unauthorized voice usage in ads, and the erosion of control over one's own likeness. By securing these trademarks, McConaughey is not only protecting his own legacy but also setting a potential precedent for how entertainers and public figures might navigate the intersection of fame, technology, and law in the coming years. The phrase, "all right, all right, all right," is more than just words. It's a cultural artifact, a piece of Hollywood history, and now, legally speaking, a protected asset under McConaughey's control. This development underscores the evolving challenges of the digital age, where what was once ephemeral performance can be endlessly replicated and commercialized by machines. For fans, it ensures that when they hear those 3 words, they are hearing the authentic McConaughey spirit rather than an AI-generated imitation. For the actor himself, it represents peace of mind in an unpredictable technological landscape. As AI continues to advance at a breathtaking pace, moves like this may become more common, helping to balance innovation with respect for individual rights and creative legacies. In taking this step, McConaughey reaffirms his commitment to authenticity, a value that has defined his career from the beginning. The phrase that started on a movie set in Texas decades ago now stands as a symbol of vigilance in the face of future uncertainties.